How about some soy food?
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
Here you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats? Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Interesting.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I could do.
So, this dude here, what he just gave us is the password for this box here, which pretty much allows us to skip like maybe half the encounter inside Castle Clinton, which is this building in front of me. And what we're going to do now is...
Look at that. Don't have nobody at the side end.
Yeah, I seem to remember this wrong then. But you can basically sneak in the back way and just stun everyone.
Looks like these tunnels head toward Castle Clinton. I can't find them on the map, though.
So the entire point of me wasting my supplies to disable the camera and knock down the guard was pretty much for that key that I just got, because there's a safe up there, which we'll get to in a moment, which has, if memory serves, it's an augmentation canister, which means I can get another upgrade.
Agent Navarre will describe your next assignment and stay behind to protect the Ambrosia. Look for her out front.
This is where the canal goes, which we don't much care about. And unless I'm very much mistaken, it's just that dude up there now. And that should be it for enemies in the tunnels. Since when were they two of them? Yeah, not going to waste any more resources on this now. There we go.
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
You a cop?
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the NSF?
I just wanted to find some food, but they didn't have any. And then they started shooting at the police. Got some?
Want this candy bar?
You're cool.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I bet I can help you.
Yeah?
The soldiers have secret tunnels. They take boxes into the tunnel under the fort, but they never bring them back out.
What kind of boxes?
Steel. Big ones.
Thanks. Maybe I'll check that out.
Thanks, mister. I thought I was going to starve to death.
found us.
Yeah, sorry about that. You know how it is sometimes, you want to do something and everything has to happen at that particular time. So, yeah, that's pretty much why you always want to have a couple of food items in your inventory. Because there's a lot of people that you can bribe with them. So we have 3 enemies, and I think this might be a nice spot to just lay out a trap for them. Although you really gotta be careful not to get the kid involved because, well, it's just not cool. And aside from it not being cool, you also will get
they thought I was lying.
you get some different dialogue afterwards.
Thanks, mister.
Did the other 2 run outside or something? Sounds like it. Not that I mind, but I was kind of wishing it could go a bit more non-lethally. But this happens once in a while. You might make some noise and they'll go run towards your allies for some reason and die in the process. AI in this game isn't really that good.
Never should have transferred.
You are not afraid to kill. I am pleased. The last thing I would expect from the brother of Paul.
The hell? I didn't kill anyone.
I'm learning as I go.
You just passed Lesson 1. Lesson 2 is how we deal with the terrorists in the subway station.
I'm ready.
The terrorists have wired the platform with explosives and put in hostages. Get the hostages out if you can, but make sure the NSF learn that human shields will not work against UNATCO.
Nothing we can't handle with a few EMP grenades.
We are thinking the same thought. I will equip you with 2 grenades. They will disable any electronic detonators within a radius of 20 meters.
So I'm just going to do a little round of Castle Clinton before we go. It's just because I'm pretty sure there were some item boxes around here. And I should also really pick up a bottle of Zyme. There we go. So in this particular game world... Hey! What? In this particular game world, Zyme is sort of like, I guess you'd say it's a drug or something. And the reason we need a couple of vials, which we can get I think in the park, it's because we can bribe one of the dudes, one of the bums here, so they give us a code for later on.
Somebody kill me. Anybody?
There we go. And I think the dude we need is somewhere around here. Or not.
Somebody kill me. Anybody?
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, Lord have mercy, why? Those were good boys. Every last...
Oh, so I get what happened now. I'm guessing that because they all ran out and the soldiers killed them, the game thinks that I killed them. Well, what can you do?
Good work. We'll take it from here.
Our country 'tis the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride from every
Nice voice.
mount.
I guess.
Got 5 credits for someone who's got the Grey Death.
Here you go.
God bless you.
It might be later on. Might be remembering things wrong. Oh.
They've got hostages in the subway station. We lost some of our men.
So, at this point, what the game hints at you to do is to go in there, which is the Battery Park subway station, but since we're smart and stealthy and also I've played this game to death a few times before, I think you could find a manhole to go under without using the main entrance. There we go. this also has the added benefit of skipping the explosives and letting you disarm them much more easily.
The NSF seems to be falling back.
Okay, then just a security save, so we don't have to replay Castle Clinton all over again. And now it's a choice of either using this access tunnel or the other one. I think I'm going to go for this one. Just because it brings you a bit closer to the booby traps, and if I'm not mistaken, there's also some stuff you can loot in here. There we go.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
So the optimal way to do this, and I'm planning on doing it the optimal way, is to just snipe them off one at a time. Just so that we can exploit that
That's him. He's a cop. Keep looking, Ashes. Something funny about that guy. Careful. These UNATCO guys got all the tricks. Careful. These UNATCO guys got all the tricks. That's him. He's a cop. That's him. He's a cop. Still around.
and yeah, I know it's not a very exciting way to play the game, but
30 credits says I get.
what we're mainly interested in here is results.
Stay cool. The guy's still around. Big guy. He can't hide for long. Anybody see him? Anybody see him? They found us. Take him out. God damn. I'm gonna get this pig. That's him. He's a cop.
What do I do?
I'm with you, Natko. As soon as I...
Watch out!
So let's see if I can get this in one shot. Nope.
I'm hit!
The hostages will be all right. Now take the train to Hell's Kitchen and report to your brother.
So, yeah, that was my way of going for a reload and a redo.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Now take the train to Hell's Kitchen and report to your brother.
There we go. Much better. Although I'm still going to be heading around the long way because there's a couple more things that I could
Good
be
work
picking
down
up.
there.
Yeah, I tend to have a bit of a perfectionist streak in these games. I mean, I didn't like this time how it turned out to be, but, well, it's better than nothing, yeah?
You saved my life!
You alright?
I guess
Why were the...
they were pulling out.
Were they transporting any heavy supplies? Barrels?
Not that I saw, but I heard them talking about a warehouse. How they needed every precious second to move some kind of shipment.
Precious indeed. They just gave up a half a dozen lives for a couple of minutes.
And that's done for Battery Park. So we're now in Hell's Kitchen, which is the second major area of the game after Liberty Island. And this is pretty much where we'll be, well, we'll be getting to know a few more characters and collecting our second upgrade. Let's see though, we should also have enough skill points to level up, we got it, computers. Although if I'm fair with myself, I think I might just save them until I can pump up electronics first, because the higher your electronic skill is, the less multi-tools and lockpicks you need to unlock stuff.
They're shooting. Why do they keep shooting?
How's it look?
How's what look?
Fighting. Is it heavy?
The cops told me to take cover in the bar or come down here. They've got the NSF surrounded in the Ton Hotel.
Hostages?
I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah, thanks.
This city's lit up, man.
Yeah. What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source. Probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
Yep. So, yeah, that should be good enough.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him. Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes.
Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people great. You need the dough. But you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in.
There we go. And that's the code we'll need for later on. Yep, there we go. So if you manage to make the shot, you'll get a message. Doesn't do much, but it's always fun to get it.
Back off, man.
So I'm gonna be a bit naughty here and do this. And what you see here now, this is part of the underground base thing you're supposed to enter, which is, oh, what the hell? This is the...
Watch it, JC. Our agents report that this area is booby-trapped. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed a little while we bring in chopper support.
This is where you get to the area of the guy called the smuggler. What he's supposed to do is to act like, I guess a shop for this area of the game, but he also has some cool things that I can steal, so it will make my life go a lot easier later on. There we go. And as an added benefit, you also get some skill points to spend as well.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credit.
Do it.
If you come back, you can use the front door.
So, this guy also gives us a side quest which leads down into the sewers, as you've probably guessed, and while it's a bit difficult to do, the rewards are well worth it. So I don't really remember the code, so I'm going to try and figure out if it's somewhere around here. Nope. Nope. So this means we will be sacrificing some of our multi-tools for this, which is no big deal because what you get behind the mirror is much better. Let's see. There we go, we've got a thermoptic camo, and what this does is when you wear it, you basically become invisible for a few seconds, which is really useful in the next few bits of the game. Let's see. No, not yet. There we go. And this is the area across from where we started. which also has a biocell, which I'll be using right now because they really don't do much more if they're just sitting in my inventory. Let's see then.
Talk to one of the guys in green. You net.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's JoJo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby. We helpless.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you, Howard, don't play with me this amateur unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smugglers.
Right, the weapons dealer.
Hey, you shouldn't have took down Johnny. Soon as JoJo finds out.
Who's this JoJo?
You can't touch JoJo. He doesn't go out, and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think you can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
The park? Where UNATCO has the NSF pinned down?
Yeah, so I really like this dialogue. It's really
guns, military type stuff. Plus, there are guards on
chaotic,
the roof.
I guess the word is.
I'll handle JoJo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back.
I can take care of myself.
So, I really need to be going right now, and I keep seeing some drop frames as well, so I'll be back tonight, I guess, maybe in a couple of hours to continue the stream and see how it goes from there.